Okay, let's fix the road. 93 grand for that. Serious? Hmm. Is that a map board or are you still using 4 times slow speed? I'm still using 4 times slow speed, yeah. It looks pretty, but 175 grand is like completely nuts. $453 to go underground. Eek. Yeah, 5 mil, go for it. Dude, I won't have 5 mil if I carry on wasting money, though. It's a nice smooth tool, isn't it? Takes off all those horrible hard edges. Okay. Now we unpause it and figure out if this thing actually works. Okay, buy trains. Let's see. Carriages we want to be bringing. I take it we want grain and livestock, don't we? For the carriages. So we're going to be looking at those things for livestock. And that for grain. We're going to want to use both, aren't we? And then for the actual loco, we're going to need something with really good tractive effort. 75, 65, 60, 20. That one has insane tractive effort, but look at the price of it. 2.5 million. Just nuts. 75 kilonewtons. 1,700,000. It's only 388 grand for that one. Top speed of 50, top speed of 60. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze on this. I don't think the PLM 220 is worth the money. Like, this is 388 grand. This is 1 million. And the difference is 10 kilometers per hour and 15 extra kilonewtons. Just livestock, why? Grain and goods. No, no, no. It's not bringing goods back. We need one of them. The only problem is whether we move goods on, we move grain and livestock, which I think we probably should. Because both are going to be producing food, aren't they? The game now simulates load. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So if we go for 3 of each, maybe? I have no idea. Let's try that. Food train run. So the consist is 50 grain livestock. 50 grain livestock. That's what I've done. Exactly what I've done. Right here to here. Just have one for now, get it established and then see what happens. There's a livestock build up here, but nothing else at the moment. That's pretty weird. Granny's a waste of space. Why, Jackson? But if we don't, are we not just going to have a farm which is not... I don't know. I mean, I guess you could take one, but... We're just moving it from here to here and running back empty anyway. This boy's not that slow. What? Why would that signal be... I don't understand that. He will, Mikey. It's got little squirrel logos on it. Okay, he's loading up. Now, his top speed was 50. Let's see what he gets up to when he's loaded. Okay, so it's 20, 29, 30 on that bit. It's not too bad. That signal went up automatically. Now he's getting up to his proper speed. There you go, 50. Might be worth sticking on another car on each one, just so, you know, because obviously that hill is going to slow down, but as long as he doesn't struggle too much. Ka-ching. 30k for that. Lord Doyle's just put in an appearance. Let's see what we're doing over here. Okay, that's starting to build up. These trucks are going to have to be sorted out. Which one was it? It was this one, wasn't it? Just need to make sure the train actually works properly with two on the line. Because I don't know if my signalling is correct. Right, Lord Doyle's here. Doyle. Come on, boy. Come on, pal. Come and say hi to everybody. Dual producing factories only ever produce 50% of each car. Ah. Say hi. Hey, I've got wet paws. Hug. Time for your schmackos, Mr. Doyle. Nom nom. Our saviour, Mr. Doyle. You're very fluffy today, Doyle. Wet paw hide. At least it doesn't smell. Yeah, pal. Don't smell. Enjoy that. Praise the Lord. The Lord Doyle has spoken. Such a cutie. He is. He really is. Dogs always smell. They smell dog. Yeah. They pretty much always smell of dog. Eh? Yeah, I don't mind when he's like this. It's just when he's been out and got wet.
Oh, yeah.
Smells of damp dog. Mikey says, hello, Mrs. Squirrel and Doyle. The third hand feels cold. Jumper hype. Yeah. Yes. I went in to have some food and she sat there going, how do we put the heating on? It's so cold. So I went upstairs and closed the bathroom window so we didn't have a really cold draft coming down. And that'll fix the problem.
It's cold. Nice and warm in here.
It's September. Come on.
Nice and warm in here.
It's not even autumn. Yeah, you know why it's warm in here. Those two machines.
Warm in the winter.
Them machines chuck out heat. Mr. Rye says, hello, Mrs. Squirrel and Doyle. Winter's coming, Aliki. Do you know what? 7:30, I went out to have something to eat, and it was like a little bit of blue sky left. A little bit. It was almost dark. 7:30. Dark times indeed.
Time to bring out the snowflake.
Huh?
Time to bring out the snowflake.
Yeah. Oh, winter's most definitely coming. You're on team Mrs. Squirrel. Crank up that boiler, says Human Cat Lady.
Support Mrs. Squirrel. Get some heating.
Every time you turn that dial, money goes out your wallet. That's the only problem. Right, you're done, Mr. Doyle. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Say bye-bye to everybody. Hey. See you later. Huh? You're standing there because it's... What, because it's warm in it? I've got the aircon on as well. Right, so... the deal is we have an awful lot of stuff sat here right now. And most of it is grain, which I don't quite understand. It seems to be almost exclusively grain that we're storing up. How does that work? Why is there a disparity between livestock and grain? Anybody, any ideas? Right, this guy needs to be changed into a 4-car. We need another 4-car on the line. He's on his way back. Town may need more grain. Well, in theory, any of it just converts into food, so it shouldn't matter what you bring in. I'm thinking maybe they just want more cereal. Or they're all vegetarians or something, I'm not sure. Right, one of those. I'll have 4 of those. 4 of those. A wearable blanket. Per Purple, I bought her a lovely blanket. Really, really soft. Like, almost like a cashmere wool, and you put your arms through it and it's cozy and warm. I need to point her in that direction. Because, you know, putting on... Like, you can't sit there in a t-shirt and say I'm cold. Because the first thing you do is put on a jumper. If you sat in a jumper and you're cold, well, that's a different story. Costler, I don't think we can take... I don't think this thing will carry 10 up this hill. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm expecting a drop-off in the truck pickup. We'll leave it in for now because there seems to be a huge amount of goods being moved. Is the limit... Oh no. What's the limit on this now? 3,200. What did it used to go to? It used to have a hard cap, didn't it? And I can't remember what the hard cap was. So like the livestock's... Why is it not putting livestock here? I don't get it. Loco can pull very well. Dude, Connor, that Norwegian sweater is so good that the weather here is... I hardly ever get to the point where I can wear that thing. It's like you... I can't tell you. Like, you could survive at the top of Everest in that Norwegian sweater. It's just insane. Like nothing else, just a Norwegian sweater. Don't try it though, because I've not verified it. Yeah, this is weird. The grain is only appearing at the train station. In fact, it seems to be chucking out just grain. I don't get it. These numbers are wrong. Oh, it's weird. Why is the livestock not getting taken? Now, you see, Mrs. Squirrel in direction of boiler, thermostat, all 11. You see, I don't show Mrs. Squirrel how to use the boiler controls, with good reason. I set it on a nice 21, you know, and if it drops below that, it'll bring it back to 21. But if you leave it to her, she'll have it on a sauna setting. Yeah, I can change carriages around, but I'm trying to figure out why on earth it's producing loads of grain and not the livestock. I don't get it. I don't get this. It's almost like the livestock is not being linked through. It's almost like the food thing down here is not taking livestock. We need to reassign some stuff. Off-job food run needs to have more stuff on it. I think I'll reassign some of these vehicles onto off-job. Mr. Pringlesleaf, my wife has asked me to pick up something silky for her birthday. No doubt this tin of emulsion will be the wrong colour. Oh my god, Pringle. It's too good. It's time to start a crowdfund for Mrs. Squirrel boiler use training course. It's like my dad with the fire. What does he always crank the fire up? Right, just moving over some of the trucks from this line onto this line. Get some of that moved. Because I want this thing to start withering away now. And use that in favour. Alright, where's that 3? Right, how do I get him? I need to put a depot on this side of the road, really. This side of the track, I should say. So I can bring him in easily. Do that, or a double track that one up. Yeah, just easy doing this. Doesn't like that very much. What on earth is going on? What the heck is that? Wait a second. Sicario, I'm fine, dude. I normally go till like 11 o'clock. Why is it doing this? The depot is too elevated. Oh, God. A lot of rubbish. Right. Lower terrain. How about that then? I should have just routed it into the other one. This is going to be fabulously expensive now. Let's try that. Okay. What a faff. Signaling. Signaling, right. Signal on here. Okay. Wrong button. Do the rails first. It's a bit difficult because you don't know where you're trying to add them to. Can you not put trees in this yet? Can you not add trees around here? That'd be nice. Catch that 3 guy on the way back. Actually, I'm wondering if we should upgrade them all on the way back here. Just add like another of each car. Jackson, that's too much effort for Mrs. Squirrel. Pringlesleaf, I went to see a witch to see if she could lift a curse that a priest placed on me. She asked me if I can remember the exact words he said. I said, yes, I now pronounce you man and wife. Popular moves. Just tell me something, Pringle. Can she actually hear you right now? Center depot. They're in the terrain menu. Cool. I'll have a look in a sec then. Okay. Pause that sec. Actually, we want 5 of each, really, don't we? I think. Oh god, I just clicked the wrong button. Okay, we'll leave that word in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That should do it. Food run, off you go. Who was that who subbed? ZeroWise76, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to NetHouse, ZeroWise. Thank you for giving ZeroWise a lovely welcome. Casper Dog Pringle's like a joke book. So we're going to basically run it with 10 carriages, which I hope fits inside the platform. I think the platform we did 160. Oh yeah, I've just noticed I've got no money. Then all the money's gone. I've not been paying attention to the expenses of this train. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I hope this line is profitable. I reckon it'll make the money back. At least we know the signal's working. There we go. Right, what's happening down here? Tiny amounts of livestock, absolute loads of grain. Meanwhile, in the truck platform, insane amounts of grain. Oh my god. This is silly. There's still a massive disparity between how much livestock it's producing and how much grain it's producing. What's the speed of this thing? Just 27, 28 kilometers up the hill. Actually, that's not too bad. It was doing that with 6, and it's doing the same with 10. However, it's not fully loaded with livestock. But the second bridge is not so expensive when it's a second lane capital. I will, once we get our bank balance back in the black a little bit. I've only got 900k now. We'll build a second one shortly. Meanwhile, that's only an input now, isn't it? That's fine. That's correct. Kappa Foods got 105. It's always the bus lanes. They never make any money, these bus things. Yeah, I've not played it in a while, Fridge. It's doing well. Dolgrad Food Run is not doing very well at all. The distance is here. It's more of a train run, this. Dolgrad Food makes a profit. 27 vehicles on the run, making 500k. We bring all this food into there. It's got good food supply anyway. Are there many trucks on the road to trains do more? Are there too many trucks on the road? Well, not yes and no. Yes and no. It's a balancing act. I'm trying to get rid of the trucks here, but this thing keeps on putting stuff here. The British really drink tea all the time. No, there are many British who don't even drink hot drinks. Like my son never drinks hot drinks or tea, anything like that. One of my daughters tends to drink green teas, or chamomile teas, or fruity teas, but she never drinks black tea like I do. Me and Mrs. Score drink loads of black tea. And my other daughter, she only really does coffee. She doesn't do tea at all. But, you know, I've got friends who only drink cold drinks, or I've got a friend, my friend's wife, she only ever drinks water. Like, she hardly ever drinks anything but water. Which I think is just insane. I think, yeah, I mean, your taste buds do change as you get older. You know, like, for example, I think I liked tea before I liked coffee. Coffee came later. I never used to like my dad used to love whiskey. I used to hate the stuff until I got older, then I started liking it, so... You drink too much bottled water, Heyman. Bottled water in the UK is a complete rip-off. If you go on the continent, bottled water is super cheap. If you come to the UK, it's insane. It's the same price as buying Coca-Cola. It's just absurd. Look, that's only got grain though now. This is just nuts. What do I do? Do I reconfigure the train? And just move grain? I might as well at this rate. This thing's just not chucking out livestock. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. Not if you buy 2 litre water, isn't. No, it is. No, it really is. Go to Europe. Go to Europe and you can buy like little bottles of water. What are they, like 30 cents or something? They're about £1.20 over here. You can buy huge 5 litre ones for next to no money. It's crazy. One and a half litre in Germany is 10 cents. There you go. So 1.5 litre of water in this country, what's that going to set you back? It's going to be almost 10 times that. Split the truck line into 2, 1 dedicated livestock and 1 grain. Put some amount of trucks on each, it'll sort itself out. Why will that work, Kekoas? I don't get why that will work. Like, how do you know that's going to work? Twixer, I disagree with that. Tap water does not taste the same as bottled water. And, you know, I've lived in different counties in this country, and the water tastes different in every county. Some counties' water is disgusting. It really is bad. You like squirrels, garden data? Well, that's good.
Happy anniversary.
You have it running on yours. Oh, yeah, but why does it work? I don't get why it works. Why do I need to split this line into 2 and have dedicated livestock and grain? It doesn't make any sense to me. Beastly Greg, 38 months, dude, thank you. Mark Sterling, 8 months. Hello, Mr. Squirrel, thank you for the awesome work. 8 months already. 8 months needed on ETS2. And now part of the Nut House. Thank you for the love to all. Keep up the good work. Hug to your team. Grats, Mark. Thank you very much, Mark. Well water. I've never tried well water. Dogs like rainwater because rainwater doesn't taste. It just tastes like pure water. They prefer it to tap water. Drink from the hose? Well, you could do. Tastes like chlorine. Yeah. Not far off. Back in St. Helens, it tastes more chlorine than it does here. Yeah, we're starting to get livestock. I don't know why, though. Just don't get it. Make any sense. We'll leave it. Maybe it'll sort itself out. Bigger fish to fry. Kappa food. Possibly needs more trucks on the line. I think maybe Kappa's starting to grow. Off-job's just got an insane amount of vehicles. I think we're waiting for like a truck upgrade here. That's what's needed. Anyway, let's start thinking about other things. So, we definitely need to have a depot in here. I'm thinking I can sneak a depot in there while it's just built some more stuff. Truck. Large truck station. Doesn't really cover a lot of the commerce district, does it? Cost 260k to sneak that in there. Destroying some buildings in the process. Quite central though. Yeah. All the commerce is right here. Maybe we can build a small road. Eek. Too much. Somebody's house. Ooh, somebody's house for 100k might work. It's not commercial property, so they don't sue you as much. One building for 100 grand. $100k and then just plop it here. Maybe catch all that. Are there any better options, I wonder? Yeah, Madness, we're already delivering to bus stops, but it's the matter of picking things up from a bus stop. You can't pick things up, apparently. 200 grand to go through there. Eek. It's only 50k to drop it in there, though. Look at that. That's actually quite a bargain. There we go. So instead of them dropping off here, which is what they're doing, I want them to drop off here. And then, actually, you know what? I'm just going to upgrade that straight away. And then we can have a truck run to there, so they can start getting some stuff. That's the plan. So this is Ovjov. So what we do is we change Ovjov from George Street. We want it to go to here. Is it worth leaving George Street in as well? As a drop-off point? Because George Street catches more stuff. Maybe if I have both, it will optionally put some stuff here and some stuff here. I don't know. Is it smart enough to figure that out? Take George Street out. I don't know. I don't know how the game works. It doesn't give you enough information in this regard, but that hits commerce. This hits commerce. But this hits stuff that one doesn't, you know? It will do a multi-drop. There you go. Let's do that then. Meanwhile, we need to go and hit this commerce district. Which, it's a bit hilly. But it should be possible. I'll have to go for a small... Options are here. Quite expensive. 70k due to elevation. Or here, which doesn't hit very good stuff. Or here, which doesn't hit very good stuff. It's by far the best commerce catchment. We'll invest. Right, we need a town name, peeps. You cannot do multi-drop, Coastal. The trucks will drop off all the cargo on the bus stop and none for the other. Well, they're going to drop here before they hit here. So, wouldn't it just drop it all there then, if you're right? Arc of Truth. If this is not your game, that's great. But you don't need to be like that. Doylston Nando's. Doylston Abbey. That's not a city name. Porktown, Bunting, Spezziton. Subway, Lazytown. I think we'll call it Bunting. I like Bunting. Bunting's got a nice ring to it, I think. Right, there's a natural loop in Bunting, so that's good. I think we need to get that little bus service up and running as well. It's a loop around there. It's quite nice. Kind of cool if this road was connected. A lot of people tooting the horn. Right. So if we go to here. Got a depot nearby? Nope. Bring in a depot. Right. There's actually new buses available if you want them. Goes 8 people, 25. Now we'll stick with a 6. Stick 4 people on this. And we'll have a new line. We'll call it Bunting buses clockwise. It's going to go to here, 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 and here. A slightly different colour because I can't see that one. Off they go. You should have a town called Sample, and when you enter it, the sign says, "You're in Sample." Uh-huh. Right, so we've got buses into here. Kind of think I want to upgrade that road. Crikey, how do we upgrade again? This option, street modification tool. There we go. Oh. Tramway? I didn't want a tramway. I don't want a tram. So I want to upgrade the road. I can't remember how we do it. Right. This one? That was it. That was it. There we go. Although I appear to have some more tram lines. Done. There's a magic wand. That was it. It's all about the magic wand. Right. Now we need to have we need to take some of this food from here to here. We'll buy some of these guys. And go with 6 initially. Set line, new line. This is wanting of your food, isn't it? I think. bunting of Jove food. And it'll go from that depot to that depot. Wait, why is it giving it the wrong name? Is that because I hadn't called it bunting at that point? There we go. Hopefully that'll create the demand through there now. A game you said offers nothing at an impasse, are we, Arc of Truth? Look, Arc of Truth, I understand that you don't want to play this game or watch this game. I'm totally cool with that. I play a few games. Not everybody likes all the games I play. It's in nobody's interest for you to stay here and complain. Just come back Sunday night trucking. I'm just chilling out playing this. I did some racing, and now I'm playing this. We had a little vote, some skylines, some of this, and the vote was this. I'm just playing a fun game, enjoying myself. But we're all having a nice time. If it's not for you, just watch something else. There's plenty of streamers on Twitch. I won't be offended. Come back tomorrow. Whoa, I thought that was an explosion then. Okay. 214 grain, 87 livestock. It kind of looks like it's sorting itself out a little bit. But there's an awful lot of livestock piling up here as well. So I'm kind of wondering if what we should do is just destroy that line and remove the demand, and then it'll all pile over here. Is that the best way to do it? Because as long as I keep these trucks running, it's going to keep putting stuff here, isn't it? Or do I leave the trucks? I don't know. The other thing is, should I actually add another train onto here? I don't think I can afford one though. 1.3 million left. What's the finances like? Let's see. If we take all the construction costs out, 2.25 million income, 1.1 running costs. Okay, we're actually making money. Speed up time a little bit.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Astoria plays. Thank you for subbing, Astoria. Welcome to the Nut House. Thank you for your support. Can we give Astoria a lovely nutty welcome, guys? I think you leave the trucks, the trains don't seem to pick up everything at the station. Thanks, Astoria. Ooh, not quite on the limit, but not bad. How's the Doligrads doing? Bunting of your foods running at a loss, which is expected. Bus run, loss, bus run, loss. Kappa Buses is actually making a profit. Kappa. Whereas all the other bus runs don't. Oh, hang on, no, Doligrad does as well. The most money's being made out of Doligrad food, which is this line here. Which is crazy. It's literally making money just because it's going so far. Which basically tells me I just need to put on a lot more vehicles and just print money. Shall send out my army. Thank you, Hands of Despair. I don't mind people not liking every game I play. I mean, I'm totally down with that. I've never understood the idea of complaining about somebody playing something. Like, I watch, you know, quite a few streamers, and they play more than one game. Sometimes they play a game that I don't have any interest in. I just go in and go, oh, they're playing that, and I leave. I'll watch something else. I don't sit there and go, oh, you're not playing this rubbish, are you? Who am I to question what a streamer's playing? It's just, I find that mind-blowing. You know, it's just nuts. The whole concept is nuts. Turbo Trucker, have a good one.
Aye, 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 aye.
Narcos, that's that Netflix drug series, isn't it? I think. Hardcore Mac. Thought you said it was highly unlikely you'd play this again. I did. Always loved playing this game. Happy to see you back. It's been a year. It's been a year since I played it, which is highly unlikely that I'm playing it again. But I didn't fancy playing Mice and Macaw. I wanted to play something fun and chill. I considered Stranded Deep. I considered Subnautica, Skylines, and this. Lol Sock, you wanted me to play FTL. In the end, we went for this. There were people asking me to play Mice and Macaw, but if I play it, there are people who are going, I don't like Mice and Macaw. Yeah, Netflix gets used quite a lot, Muffins. I've been watching a series called Shooter, which I'm up to date on. They release another episode every week. It's alright. It's not bad. I find some of the things that the characters are doing a bit weird. I really want to catch up on Walking Dead. I want to go back and catch up on where I was on Walking Dead. It lost its way a little bit around series 2, 3, but I've heard it's gone good again. Have you ever played Cold Waters? No. Not answering to kill. Usually it's decent. Shame the series is finished now. Oh, is it finished? That's why I've not been getting a weekly episode. Shooter ended early because the actor broke his arm. Ah. Did he do it during filming? You're a fan of The Walking Dead, can't wait for that to come back. How many series is Walking Dead, Heyman? Yeah, Casper, I agree. It's just a bit of a chill game after some racing. Racing's quite intensive on me as a streamer, you know? It's a lot of concentration. It's nice to do something just... you can just kick back, you know, let the game play itself for a minute, read the chat. It's good. 7 seasons. Wow, I'm like 4 seasons off. Oh my god. I don't even know what Wizard of War is, Daniel. Game of Thrones, Ethan. I've watched Game of Thrones since it very first came out. The very first episode when it was out on TV, I was like, oh, that looks good. Saw the adverts, like, oh, that looks good. Watched it, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I love Game of Thrones because I love the way it's so kind of... It's so real, you know? The characters... Some of the characters are just completely despicable, backstabbing, they lose the morals on the way. You know, some of the characters just get broken. Some find fortune, some just die, you know, horribly on the battlefield, or... You know, and that's life. That's how it is. He just doesn't pull any punches. And that's why I like it. Well, Floaty, how far have you made it through Game of Thrones? Like, how many episodes? This is called Transport Fever. That medieval life. Oh, yeah. And that's the other thing. It's medieval life, but they're not all walking around, you know, just looking like they've stepped out of a clothing shop with, you know, posh makeup. Like, they all look gritty and... like ugly in some place, like Dog, for example. Look at him as a character. He just looks properly wrecked.
Welcome to the Nut House.
You're saving up enough for FS economy to put down a payment on the Piper Racer. Nice. Thank you, Lewis Robson. Yeah, not Dog. What's it called? Oh, what's the word? You know, the big guy, the big, like, he's really ugly. He's not Dog. The word's like Dog. The Hound. There you go, the Hound. AP3XII. AP312 is that? Thank you for subbing. Welcome to NetHouse. Thank you for giving AP3 a nutty welcome, guys. Appreciate the support. Yeah, the Hound, you know, it's brilliant. Like, his whole viewpoint is simplistic. Really simple thoughts. Just calls a spade a spade. And then you've got, like, Littlefinger, who's just scheming to the point of shopping everybody that he loves kind of thing. Complete schemer. Yeah, I think we can afford the rail bridge now. Let's get these trains to go through and then we'll add a second one in there. I think it's high time we did. To reconfigure the lineup here a little bit. Best PCs to start off with? There's no answer to that question. I'm not trying to dodge the question. There really is no answer to that question. It's like it's like saying what is the best car to start off with. There's no answer to that. It depends on a lot of things, not least of which what you need it to do. Did I just lose a train? I bet I know I've lost a train. I'll be very annoyed if the game just threw a train away. Okay, and then we want to crisscross, make you jump down here. Let's get rid of that signal. Too much of a slope. Please tell me you're having a giraffe. Why is that too much of a slope? It's complete rubbish. You've done it one way, but you can't do it the other. What? This game. Maybe if I build up land around it. Maybe that'll help it. Really? Fighting me all the way, guys. Oh, come on. It's this bit, isn't it? Doesn't like this bit. You've had that problem so many times you've even rage quit. Okay, let's try building up the land a bit. And see what it thinks of that. Are you serious, game? Are you actually serious? What? Why is that too much of a slope? Somebody tell me why that is too much of a... Look at it. It's ridiculous. Makes no sense. Just costing me $1, this is. Game's just being a scumbag right now. And this is why he's not played the game in a year. I just can't see why I can't crisscross this now. Permission to throw my monitor out the window. It's too short. Try 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, how's that then? You can't drag the station to the bridge. You can't move the station. It's a bit heavy. It just wants me to destroy my bridge. That's what it wants. It's like, hey, your bridge is too nice. You need to get rid of it.